Hey, Taurus, intuitive soul coach here with your July 2023 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Taurus, the key theme showing up for you in the month of July, you have law of attraction, new life, and you also have intuition. So this looks to be a very powerful month for a lot of you Taurians. What you focus on grows, and you've had your mind on a milestone, a goal, or for a lot of you, this new lifestyle or new life for quite some time. This is about manifestation. You are in the hot seat is what I'm hearing here for you, Taurus. So this means you're getting noticed, you're getting recognized. I'm also getting here some sort of approval. So this could be, you may be getting approved for maybe a loan. This may have to do with real estate or a transaction or a job. There's an approval coming in here for you. This is also about your energy being highly magnetic. This is about vision boards. I'm hearing here vision quests for some of you as well. You may actually be going on a brand new journey. For others of you, there is a complete overhaul in your mindset. You have an abundant mindset here, and it's allowing these new opportunities to open up and take you in a direction that maybe at one point you didn't think was possible, but it's here, so believe it here. This is about positive affirmations and setting yourself on that path towards success and abundance and prosperity, whatever that may look like for you. Now you have this new life card, which I love. It is all about transformation, but you had to undergo a challenge or a difficult time prior to getting to this life, this new energy here, this new door of opportunity. So big changes are either taking place for you or are on the horizon. This is the time for you, Taurus, to hit that reset button. There's a rebirth happening here, a fresh start, a brand new journey, because you've grown, your soul has grown, and there has been an ascension taking place here for you. So this could be a new relationship, it could be a move. For a lot of you, this is a complete shift when it comes to all areas of your world, because you've ascended internally, and now you're seeing in your outer world, everything looks brighter, everything looks more clear, your intuition is loud, and I feel like you're listening and you're following those intuitive insights here. This is that voice within. You're going to notice more synchronicities taking place. You're going to notice your body in alignment with your actions, and you're going to see that there are symbols and the divine is speaking to you. This is about awareness, meditation, insights, and paying attention to those instincts that you have. A lot of you are divining more in the month of July. You may even be working with tarot cards, working with another healer. This could be your profession, or it is something you are using in your personal life that's helping all areas of your world, but your intuition is strong. So remember here, Taurus, what you focus on grows, and use the tools that you have in your spiritual tool belt to help you align with those ideas, those people, the things that you would like to see taking shape in a new direction in your world. I love this for you. It's a very high energy reading here, in the sense of I feel completed cycles. I do feel here that there has been something that came back around, and you may have had to repeat a lesson. You may have had the same scenario play out, maybe a same type of relationship that you were used to in the past, or maybe the same type of rejection that you've had in the past. So there's something here that was replaying itself, almost like a CD that has a scratch in it, right? And it kept skipping and skipping. I feel what you're doing now is you've completely bought a brand new CD, or in this case, you've upgraded to, iTunes, or you've upgraded to Spotify with no ads. So the energy that I feel here for you is there's a lot more clarity, and anything that has been like a broken record on replay, you are ascending from and you're moving on from. Your first card out here in the beginning of July is the World. And this is a powerful time to have that cycle ending or a completion here. in order to have this new life. So some of you are still in the throes of that transformative period. Perhaps you are waiting to sign on a new home or an apartment or a commercial space. For others of you, you may still be wrapping up a relationship or a cycle that you were in, whatever this is for you. But this is about triumphant completion here, because in the past it was hollow. And even though you may have succeeded to a certain extent, it's almost as if it was missing a factor. There was something missing here. And I feel whatever that missing piece was, you're looking within yourself. That's why you have that intuitive card showing up, because you're seeing that that missing piece was within you all along, but you felt like you didn't have the access to whatever that was. And now you're able to see it on a whole wider, broader perspective here. Now, the World card showing up right away is all about fulfillment. It can be victory. This can be world travel, global travel. Okay, this can be about finally a sense of closure after feeling a little bit stuck. If you felt like there was a setback, I do feel here that there's forward movement. I want to say even very early on. It could even be around that Independence Day. Here in America, we celebrate Independence Day on July 4th. And the next card up, and I have full body goosebumps here, you have the Four of Wands, and there is the American flag. Now, it doesn't mean that if you're in a different country or traveling that this isn't for you, not at all. But I am sensing here that there's a sense of liberation wherever you are. And when you have the Four of Wands here, this can be a reuniting. Some of you may have family members that are soldiers. You may be struggling at times with what's going on globally, right? What's going on out there in the world. There could be an energy here of feeling alone in a crowd at times, but because you have the World, this is about grateful togetherness. And with it partnered with the World, this is something here that is bigger than just us, is what I want to say. Even though, Taurus, this is your reading, this here is just something that's on a broader global level. And I really love this. So there could be an end to something that we've been seeing out there, right? Out there. I try not to put politics or things of that nature too much into these readings here, but I am getting here some sort of sense of freedom, coming home, something being maybe pulled out, or could be a pull out here of war. There's just an energy here of togetherness, which I love to see. Who doesn't, right? We don't want all that chaos. We don't want all that, negativity. And I do feel something is being completed. Now, when it does come to personal life, this is affecting you because you have seen a cycle replay over and over in your life. And I feel with the Four of Wands, the World and the Four of Wands is a beautiful combination. The Four of Wands is the card of 1111. It could be manifestation, which you have, the law of attraction here. This can be about making a wish, wishes coming true. This can be soulmate energy as well. Some of you are traveling with your soulmate. You may meet a soulmate traveling. There could be something at a distance. There could be reunification here with the Four of Wands. Some of you, this is honoring each other. Could be a new home. It could be a vacation, a wedding, celebratory energy here, hitting a milestone. But I feel like there is communal achievement around career, around the world, around your personal life. Whatever this is here, I'd love to hear it. Bring it back in. Drop it in the comment section. Let's hear it. Let's hear this togetherness, because that's how we spread more of it. Now, mid-month, you do have some conflict that you are resolving through strategic planning, through making a difficult decision. But if anyone can do it, you can, Taurus. And it's not about going in headstrong where boom, we're just going to butt heads, right? Because sometimes it feels that way with this Five of Wands, but you're moving on. And even though you have the Four of Wands here, you are taking a step forward. So that's important for you to remember, because there was some sort of friction here taking place, some sort of friction in the family, within the home. I'm getting here career, could be health as well. Okay, there could have been a little bit of a delay. For example, let's say some of you, there was a win. Maybe you wanted to put an offer in on a home, and then you were excited about it, you celebrated a win, and then boom, maybe the next day you found out, well, this needs to get replaced or this is going to be delayed. So again, there could be something that kind of rains on your parade, it feels, for a moment, but once you make a decision, you're going to release that heavy burden. So I feel like it comes in quick, but it also is resolved quite quick. So if it's not a home, it could be, a conflict that you are resolving with a family member, because what is happening here is sometimes we overthink a choice, and that can cause us to have that friction, have that conflict. But once we take that blindfold off, once we allow ourselves to stop overthinking with the Two of Swords, once we allow ourselves to get the data that we may not have, once we ask and we reach out and we say, okay, what does this really mean? Instead of us assuming, you know what they say when you assume, right? So instead of assuming, this is about you going and searching and asking. Not just saying, well, this is a catastrophe, this is going to spiral, what do we do now? I feel like you're asking for solutions, or you're asking for more information, and you're going to receive that information, and that's going to allow you to resolve the conflict. So don't stress. I like that this is showing up here for you, Taurus, because if there is something that shows up mid-month for you, and it's because you may not know enough about how to make that next move, there's going to be resources available. Just ask is what I'm hearing here. Just ask. Now that could avoid a lot of conflict, because when we don't know, we start to guess, we start to assume, we start to think someone is thinking a certain way. We start to fill in the pieces with our own illusion, our own thoughts, our own fears, and we start to pile it in and mix it in, and then we stir it in, and then before we know it, it's just a catastrophe, right? This is saying you can resolve that if you heed the message of this reading here. So ask, you shall receive. You're going to receive the adequate answers. You're going to receive what you need to know to make a clear choice to move forward. Now, towards the end of the month here, I like this. This is Justice and this is the Hierophant. I mean, 2 major arcanas, 3 in your entire reading here out of the 6 cards. So this is a powerful month for you. And the Justice card showing up, if something was unfair, maybe it was biased, some of you were judged by ageism, sexism, whatever it was for you, right? It could be something you were dealing with in the legal system as well. I feel like there's going to be a fair settlement. Okay, this can be about a fair judgment after a time of things not feeling like they were evenly balanced. This Justice energy is Libra, and this is karma. So I'm getting here too. This was a karmic cycle. Okay, some of you were in a relationship or in a pattern or in a soul lesson that may have been karmic. And remember, karma doesn't necessarily, it's not pointed at you saying you deserve this because you're evil. Karma is just a consequence based on an action that we chose. Karma gets such a bad rap, but karma works hand in hand with the law of attraction, right? So instead of karma, we can say attraction. What it is we put out there, we receive, and vice versa. Whether in this lifetime, whether in the next, I do feel here that someone is receiving their karma, but someone's also getting their dharma. So there's good things here coming as well. But I'm getting that the scales are balanced. But the interesting thing is, look at that. She has that blindfold on in this Justice card, which is interesting. And she also has that red flowing around her. And I do feel here that something you were not able to see in the past, you weren't able to see because you didn't have enough information. That is coming to an end here, but you've learned some valuable lessons. So you didn't know how something was going to turn out, is what I'm getting here. You didn't know, or you couldn't read someone else's mind, or you didn't know that it was going to turn out the way that it did. But that was part of the whole lesson here for you, is to trust, for you to work with spirit, for you to develop your intuition, for you to gain and learn these lessons so you don't have to repeat them. Because the Hierophant here is all about traditional teachings, because a lot of, I would say 95% of how we move forward is when we are not at that level of spiritual awareness, because we have that spiritual amnesia when we come here to earth. It's based on conditioning, right? Conditioning on how we grew up, what we were taught, our parents, school, society. We live our human experience here on earth based on conditioning. It's just, it's a fact, right? The Hierophant here is saying you've learned something very valuable. You've learned that you can have an unconventional approach. You can do things in a new way. And that's what you're choosing to do here. That's what you are choosing to do with this new life card. So I feel like there is something here that you've gained a lot of wisdom of, and you are moving forward into a new pattern, and it's going to be a lot better than whatever you're leaving behind. Okay, because again, you have had to do something over and over again, but I love the Hierophant showing up here for you because you are being divinely guided, and you are taking a look at your beliefs and your traditions and what you've learned and what you are teaching as well, and something may have been corrupt. Okay, something corrupt, either in a family dynamic, a political, worldly, earthly, societal, something was corrupt. And I do feel here that there is an end of a cycle. Hierophant, I love this for you. All right, let's take a look at finances, income, career. It's looking good. And I love that you have the eggs card because it also says starting over, and you have the new life. So some of you, this is a new job. You're starting over. You could be heading towards retirement. This may have to do with healthcare, new opportunities. Some of you may be in insurance as well, insurance agent, or taking a look at your own insurance towards anything here. It doesn't have to be, I mean, it could be car insurance, life insurance, health insurance, things like that. But I'm getting as well, you're taking a look and seeing where you're spending your time and your energy and effort. You're saving up and you're saving towards maybe a nest egg to ensure you over time here. I'm also getting that you have new resources available to you with the eggs. There could also be a golden opportunity, one that you've wanted for quite some time that you're finally manifesting here, but you've known all along because it was part of your soul's path. But because of conditioning, maybe you didn't think it was possible, or it was an extra stretch or an extra reach, or you had to complete a cycle before you could manifest this beginning here. You have the Candle. This is all about you taking action, Taurus. You having that ambition, hustle, manifesting more money. Some of you are a manager or you're in a management position. For others of you, this is high rank, visibility, getting noticed. Hello, law of attraction. If you're putting your resume out there, I feel like your resume is highlighted in a big, bright, golden energy where someone looks at it and it's almost like it's shining and sparkling and glowing from the pile where, whoa, Taurus has this, this, and this. I really want to bring in Taurus to interview. I really want to hire Taurus. So there is this energy here of you being noticed. Now, if you are a business owner, I feel that you're taking action towards putting something new out there with a new life. Maybe you're launching a new product, a new idea, a new website, a new service, a new good. I feel like it's going to get the attention, not only that it deserves, but you, because you are ascending and because you've seen this growing, you've actually manifested this by seeing it in your third eye. You've seen this growing. You've seen this expansion here. It's coming true. And I'm getting here tears, but these are joyful tears. Okay. It is joyful tears of finally being able to have what it is that you've been seeking. So I love this. Next, you have the face card showing up. Now, the face card, some of you are social media influencers, YouTubers. You may be famous in some way, form, shape, or fashion, whether you're writing a book, maybe you're an actor, you're in a play, you are on a podcast here. This is about you putting yourself out there, and a lot of you are self-made. I'm hearing as well, some of you may have decided to self-publish or put yourself out there without going the traditional route, which is absolutely a-okay. We are in the age of Aquarius. There are so many different opportunities that we can take nowadays instead of waiting to get hired by a literary agent or getting noticed by someone to become an actor, right? There are so many different ways that we can put ourselves out there and use our talent that we don't have to limit ourselves or put ourselves in that box. And a lot of you have had this vision from a very early age. This is about fame, exposure, reputation, putting yourself out there, taking a risk on yourself, right? Some of you, you needed to overcome a cycle because maybe in a past life you were hunted, you were beheaded, you were hung because of your beliefs. And maybe in this lifetime you had to overcome some sort of a karmic cycle or a lesson in order for you to truly trust in your soul's purpose of putting your gifts out there and trust that you wouldn't be condemned for it. Now that's pretty deep. Whoa, some of you, hopefully I didn't lose you there, but I do feel here that there's some sort of huge cycle that you're putting to rest, and it's going to allow you to move forward here. So this is powerful. Some of you may even be headhunted. Okay, this can be the type of energy where someone invests in you. They may say, Taurus, I love what you have to do. Let's get you on board here, right? Money skills, investing. You may be investing in something or someone as well. So this is a powerful energy. Taurus, whatever you got going on, you got it going on. When it comes to love, there could be, I mean, your first card out here is attraction. Beautiful. You have law of attraction. You're magnetized. I mean, I don't know how else to put it here. In July, you have this magnetism about you. You feel it on a soul level. This is great. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, but not just romantic love, all different areas of your life you are attracting, and you're feeling that vibration. Some of you actually feel the vibration within your body. It almost feels like adrenaline. It almost feels like well, it is energy. It almost feels like you're tingling, you're numbing. How do I describe that? It's something that you feel deep within, but you feel like you're vibrating at a higher level, and it's because you are. This may have to do with a wedding. Some of you may be in a wedding. This could be your own or someone else's. You may receive an invite. This situation does involve marriage. For others of you, it may involve children and marriage. What's that show? They're giving me that show, Peggy, the red-haired Peggy. What is that? Married with Children. Some of you may have watched Married with Children, or it could be a show that maybe you've recently seen, or maybe you feel like at times you were in a cycle that was like Married with Children, right? Maybe you had 2 children of your own with someone, and then boom. But others of you, there's new love here available, right? New love. And it says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And for a lot of you, this is new, right? You have new life, new love. You may also meet someone that you do marry that does have children, or they will accept your children, or it could be a blended family. Okay. So this situation, it could be affected by children. Some of you may be worried that someone won't accept you if you have children, or vice versa, but I feel really good about this energy, and I do feel like there will be a coming together, okay? And that could be, someone may be fearing with the 2 of Swords or the 5 of Wands. They may be fearing how you feel if you know that they have children, or vice versa, or this could even be adult children. Your adult child could be getting married. You may also find out that one of your children is having a child as well. Okay, whew, a lot going on here, a lot going on. All right, one of my new favorite decks I've received here from a very wonderful soul. I will link the deck here in the description box below. I'm obsessed with this tarot and mystical cards that come along with her deck. Beautiful. Enlightenment here you have, which you absolutely are becoming enlightened. This is awareness. You are raising your vibration where you are in that higher level of law of attraction. You have that abundant mindset. And for a lot of you, your crown chakra is open. It is open. You're receiving messages here. And a lot of you are seeing a past situation, regardless of how challenging it was, you're seeing the role that it played on a higher level. You're seeing that there could be someone you're meeting could be from a past life, because a lot of times we'll have soul tribe come in that we have had past lives with before. Okay, so some of you, you are connecting with someone and there is a soul remembrance because they have been with you in a past life. And some of you, you've ended a karmic cycle with a family member, but it isn't the first time you've been in a life together. Next, you have here the chosen one or the chosen ones. Now, this is pretty powerful. I feel for a lot of you, you're being chosen, like I said, whether it's headhunted, some of you are being asked to partner up, you're being chosen for an event, maybe you're being asked to be in a wedding, you're asked to work for someone else, you are being chosen when it comes to love. So I love that the chosen one is showing up here because you've been wishing on this. You've been wishing. You see the angels, the angel in the background, and you see the baby. This is a new beginning. For some of you, you may actually be having a baby, and maybe it's something you've been wishing for. Please take it as it resonates. And then you also have Ezekiel's vision, which this is an interesting one because I believe, don't quote me here, I believe Ezekiel's vision, he seen the presence of God. There's something here with Italy as well, I'm getting. So there could be, maybe some of you are traveling to Italy. Okay, there could be something with biblical. The Ezekiel's vision, I believe, was in the Bible. Again, don't quote me. I don't know too much about that, but I am getting a godly presence, godly energy. There is something here with you having visions as well, Taurus. Some of you, maybe your name as well as Ezekiel, you may be receiving visions, which I feel a lot of you are, and we're tuning into that third eye earlier. So a lot of you, you've had this vision for quite some time of whatever this new life is for you. You've had this vision of more peace. You've had this vision of completing a cycle. Okay, you've had this vision of being able to see things clearly and make decisions that are in your highest good. It's here, it's available, it is right in front of you at this time. So whatever your visions are, you're creating and making into a reality. Beautiful. Now your soul's truth message, Taurus, do I know all my strengths and am I using them? We all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Today's soul action, ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? I love it. You have the world here showing up. So this is time for you to focus on those strengths. It's time for you to show up in that zone of genius, and I see you absolutely are with the Hierophant. Now at this time, we're just going to do a little third eye exercise where I have you tune into the energy of your power animal. And if you can, please just close your eyes, Taurus, for a moment. Take a deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra and tune into your third eye, the area between your eyebrows. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. It could be an animal that flies high in the sky, deep in the sea. Maybe they're magical, mystical, wild, or domesticated. And if you need a moment, Taurus, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment section below. All right, so some of you may be 62 years old or be born on the 25th. Now we have the turtle spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. Turtle. Now, some of you feel like you have been going at a slower pace here, but the thing with turtles, especially sea turtles, they're quite quick. They are quite quick. So this is more thorough. I'm getting more of that Knight of Pentacles energy. So a lot of you, you're building up your stability. Even if it feels like you're taking baby steps, you are actually taking leaps and bounds. You are ascending, you are moving, and you're getting somewhere. So I like this. Just know slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to be in a rush. So many times we are rushing. For what? Right? For what? Now you also have elephant spirit. Learn from the past. Wow. Could we get a better synchronistic card to go with your reading? This is about you learning from the past so you don't have to repeat it. Elephant. Elephants are very wise. They are very intelligent creatures, even though I think I read someplace that they have maybe a tiny brain, but they are very loving, very compassionate, and they don't forget, right? They remember things. And I feel it's important that you remember as well. Not saying you have a tiny brain, but I do feel here this energy of Ganesh, which is one of my favorite, Ganesha, remover of obstacles as well. And I feel like you've learned some valuable lessons here, hence the Hierophant. And now you're able to move forward into this new life. I mean, this is beautiful. Now, last but not least, you have card 4. Some of you may be born on the 4th. You may be in a a personal year 4 or life path 4 as well. This could also be, you may be seeing a lot of 4s, which we have that 4 of Wands. And this 4 in the tarot is the Emperor. So this is about that masculine energy as well. And it says here, conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. And that's interesting because you also did receive that card, Ezekiel's vision here. The card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. Oh, I'm loving this for you. All right, Taurus, when it comes to relationships, it's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship with your higher power, called God, Goddess, Spirit, Universe, any other name that's sacred and holy to you. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is your number one priority. The appearance of this card also indicates that there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person. We talked about this as well, who is essential to your growth and evolution. Tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. Yeah, some of you, this is absolutely past life connection here. When it comes to money and finances, sometimes your work just flows through you. Ideas come rushing in and inspiration bubbles up from a wellspring that you didn't even know you could access. When you enter agreements, begin projects, and negotiate deals with Spirit as your partner, you will always succeed. Let your higher power lead. The synchronicities and intuitive nudges you feel will help you see which way you are being pointed. There's your intuition card. I love it. Let's see. Don't forget to give credit where it is due. You wouldn't be a success without Spirit's guidance. Humility will serve you well when this symbol appears. Taurus, this is a powerful month here. You're going to see a lot of shifts happening. I'm getting a major ascension. A lot of you are getting channeled messages. You are downloading information left and right. Some of you are going to be writing a book that is based on you channeling information from the divine. For others of you, if you've been going a little bit back and forth or you felt on the fence about a situation here, your intuition is going to point you in that direction because you'll receive messages of clarity, of inspiration on how to move forward as well. I'm also getting here with justice for those of you that have been dealing with friction or with a conflict, maybe in the legal system, or just you've been treated unfairly. Or people haven't been cooperating here with you. I do feel you've learned valuable lessons and you're going to see yourself ascending and attracting the right type of people, right type of relationships, career. You're going to take a look at your health. And when it does come to health as well, I like to tune into the energy centers of the body. Of course, please seek medical professional guidance if need be. See the disclaimer in the description box below. But when it does come to health here, I do feel for some of you, there could have been something with the eyes. Okay, vision, maybe you're getting your vision checked. There could be new glasses. It could be your ears as well, because we have two cards that do talk about, the blindfold. And we mentioned earlier ascension. So some of you may have ascension symptoms, which can include vertigo, brain fog, ringing in the ears. Sometimes we see sparks, right? We see things with our third eye that starts to, we say to ourselves, are we really seeing that? Did you just see that flash? Or are you feeling that? Or so you may start to see and download a lot of information, but trust that you are evolving, that you are ascending, and that things are happening for you in your highest good. Trust in your higher power. A lot of you may even come into contact. Now, this is powerful. You may come into contact with a higher dimensional being, whether it's your guides, whether you are channeling again, or whether you have, you in your dream state, maybe you have some extraterrestrials, right? Some of you, I'm throwing you for a loop in this reading here, but I believe if you're here, you're already tuned into the energy of the other side, right? There's something here with you connecting and visiting with the divine in the month here of July that's going to blow your mind in a powerful, powerful way. I hope this resonates, beautiful souls. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, do comment your power animals in the comment box below. And if you're vibing with the energy of this channel and you haven't already hit that like and subscribe, please do so. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here, Taurus. Lots of love.